I'm Kris Oldland, I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Field Service News. Today I'm going to be bringing you some more from our exclusive interview with Dan Sewell from Espresso Service. And this part of the conversation is all around preventative maintenance. Dan and the team at Espresso Service have embraced preventative maintenance and the Internet of Things with open arms and have really seen some fantastic benefits from doing so. So we're going to be looking at what those improvements, what those benefits were, as well as getting Dan's advice for any organisation looking to follow in their footsteps as to what the best steps are when adopting preventative maintenance and taking the first steps towards that approach. Because you have a number of different, well, obviously you're servicing different, you're completely agnostic, so your engineers must work across a whole range of different devices.
And that's why I say we're independent.
Yeah.
You know, so what we've got at the moment, we've got a service management package that really is independent, sits on the cloud. We're the distributors of a telemetry package that's independent. It's not tied to any equipment type. So really works for companies that have got multiple different types of equipment who want telemetry data but only want it on one platform. So many other engine manufacturers, they will have telemetry, but it's specific to their machine, which is lovely if you've only got one machine. But what happens if you've got 5 different types of machine and you want telemetry data across all those, and you want it to go into a service company just one service company that does all your service? So it kind of works really well for us. It seems as well that
the way you've described this is very much customer-centric focus, but I imagine there's also financial incentives for yourselves as well here, because obviously if the more you move towards preventative maintenance, the less you're tied to SLAs, the easier it is to schedule, and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying, right? That goes completely without saying. Ultimately, our nirvana is that our guys are sat in their vans doing nothing. You know, that's where we want to get to, right? And of course, that's not the reality, because I've said already about preventative maintenance, but if we could schedule our guys in such a way that they were only doing preventative maintenance because there wasn't ever any reactive jobs, we get absolute efficiencies from them.
One final question. You've taken this step towards the telemetry approach, utilising the Internet of Things. A lot of companies out there, I've seen a shift across the last 18 months. So if the question is no longer why we should do it, but very much how we should do it. Do you think that there is a need for the underlying technology first? So, for example, in this instance, having the Tesseract system embedded so you can feed that back. Is that the first step, and then the next step is telemetry and getting sensors on the assets? Is there a how-to guide? Is there a step-by-step approach, or are we still in a case of each company has to kind of work their own path?
Well, I think it's just my view, I hasten to add, but I think I can say it with a degree of credibility because I once was a customer. Right?
Yes, of course.
And I think that actually the key decision makers are often those people where they're the bean counters. They're the people that want to know they're getting their money back, right? So actually, for it to work or for it to be adopted, it needs to be done through the customer's perspective. What do they want?
Yes,
and I think if you think from what does a customer want to see, I've said already they want their machine working, but actually, if that's given, they want to see.
What do they want next?
They want to know what they're making from their machine and how it's performing right. But that's actually what they want to see, because if you're working in a restaurant, you're not bothered about you only bother when it's not working. Actually, what you're really interested in is when it does. And actually, if you can come up with a platform that connects everything in the most easy, user-friendly way, I hasten to add, because lots of these systems are quite complicated. You really want one platform. Maybe we've all got smartphones. I've got 2, right? And we've all got iPads and laptops. But it needs to be something that's joined together, but actually you can log into and see really easily in one place. And I actually think that's key. It's having a view on who the end user is.
Is the future for field service all about uptime and guarantees of uptime, and will we see the traditional SLA, the traditional break-fix model, will that completely disappear?
Yes.
Yes.
They don't care. And again, last point, in my role as a customer for Espresso Service, our contract was uptime. Our contract obliged Espresso Service to make sure our equipment was working 99% of the time. We didn't have a conversation about first-time fix, because actually, we're not bothered by that. What we're bothered by is that the machine is selling coffee. So 99% uptime, that's quite an attractive proposition, and you move completely away from first-time fix, because it doesn't really matter as long as you're selling beverages.
And that's Dan Sewell there from Espresso Service, talking about the benefits of preventative maintenance. This was part of a longer interview, and you can see more from this interview on the links below as mentioned before. But of course, do not forget to subscribe to Field Service News. fieldservicenews.com/subscribe is where you go, and it's a free subscription for any industry practitioner. So if you work in field service and you're responsible for a field service team, then there is a fantastic array of resources, a hard copy printed magazine, some excellent event discounts across the globe for you to access. Just take a couple of minutes, hit that subscribe button, complete the brief form, and you can be enjoying all of the benefits of Field Service News subscription very soon. But for now, my name is Kris Oldland. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Field Service News. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. It's my pleasure to talk to you, and we will see you all again soon. Take care.